For those of you that are still wondering what it is they want, the white supremacist MAGA hatters, that's what they want. They want white America. And they would rather burn the country to the ground than see a black woman sit in the White House. It's that simple. It has nothing to do with taxes or tariffs or making your life better or giving people a better wage. None of it matters. If a white man ran, that person would have won. And they couldn't stomach a black man sitting in the White House. It triggered them. So they went back to the plantation owner. And I'm going to say this over and over again until everybody hears me as loud as you can hear me. For all of you podcasts that are out there, all of you pros getting millions of views talking about, oh, let me interview celebrities and famous people and news reporters and talk about the tax plan. You're missing the whole goddamn point. It doesn't matter if the red or the blue team are sitting in the White House. Talk about racism, because that's what this is. Make America white again. They're building concentration camps in Florida. They're racially profiling people. People that served this country because they looked like they were non-white. So they must be a victim. And isn't that what we've done since the history of this country? Oh, look, there's a black person at night. They must be committing a crime. Let me turn on my police lights and pull him over. Woo, woo. Well, I guess he's okay, but he looks suspicious because, he wasn't white. So he must have been doing something wrong. DEI, CRT, trans people, gay people, taking out the bust of Martin Luther King, taking away the history of Rosa Parks and Jackie Robinson, the Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah, totally not racist. Did it to black people. Elon Musk did the salute. Questioning the birth of Barack Obama. Dinner with white nationalists. Very fine people on both sides. The Central Park Five. Yeah, totally not a racist. But can we just agree to disagree? No, we can't. Because you are fine with all of that immorality. And the time where you get to be a racist and just agree to disagree is gone. And this moment in our country should have happened a damn long time ago, hundreds of years ago, when the racist founding fathers that owned black people like livestock, when we should have stood up then and said that's unacceptable. Because all of you white supremacist MAGA red hatters, this is a Christian nation win. When black people were worth 3/5 of a person, Jim Crow, segregation. Oh, you mean the same Christian nation where black people couldn't praise Jesus in the same church as white people? Wow, what a great Christian nation this has been. When women don't have the right and they go into sepsis, look what happened to Adriana Smith and Amber Thurman. Wow, praise Jesus, so pro-life. And your plantation owner literally pardoned 1,500 white people, U.S. citizens, that attacked cops and have long-term disabilities, and Officer Sitnik is no longer here. Wow, what a Christian nation! But who are you to judge? By your fruits shall you be judged. You voted for a racist, you are one. You are what you eat, in the words of our teachers. You voted for it. You liked it. And you hoard yourself out for capitalism as well. You think there was a coincidence that we haven't had a woman in 249 years? You always say you want the best candidate, and it's always a man. Oh, I wonder. Hillary Clinton wasn't a felon. Insurrection. Tax fraud, didn't cheat, Couldn't vote for her, right? Couldn't vote for the black woman either. And even in the primaries in 24, you didn't want the woman in the Republican primaries. Hell, I didn't agree with her, but at least she understood foreign policy. But you just couldn't vote for the woman, right? Until we address the MAGA white supremacy in this country, because that's what it is. This is their Hail Mary. This is their moment to put everything out there. Everything else is a distraction. All the other crap going on. It's gaslighting. They're putting people in cages in Florida. You're okay with that? I'm not. And I'm going to say it one last time. You can use your white privilege to sit in your comfy, air-conditioned home and give thoughts and prayers to people, or you can do what I'm doing right now and get out there and speak about it. Call it out. Talk Talk to your family members. Talk to the ones that wear the red hats. Make them feel uncomfortable. Hey, you know what? You took away my rights as a woman. I don't want you over here for Thanksgiving dinner. Think about that. Yeah, I know it's harsh. But that family member, that friend that allegedly loves you, is telling you what you can do with your body. That's not love, that's control. And I've had enough of people controlling other people, because that's all we've done since the inception of this country is control people. Black people, Native Americans, women, Asians, Hispanics, immigrants, Muslims. That's all this country has done, is demonize anybody that's not a straight white man. But if you sexually abuse a woman, praise Jesus, you get to be president, because, hey, nobody's perfect, right? Call it out, people. That's the root of where we are. White supremacy.
Hello fam, how are you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for your love and support. I do appreciate. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for the love and support. I don't take it for granted. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm Carol. Feel free to be part of us by subscribing, turn on notification, so anytime I upload a new video, you will always be notified. In today's video, this white man, this is a white American man, he's really splitting the truth, and I'm so happy that a lot of Americans are now waking up, knowing the truth, and they know what's going on. So without much ado, let's listen to this second part, then come back with more comments, and let me know what you think about this video in the comment section so that we can have a conversation. So let's watch, then come back with more comments.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired of what's happening right now. And I'm tired of politicians and fancy shoots that are getting paid $165,000 to $180,000 a year of our money that we bust our ass for, telling us what they're going to do with it. Have they helped raise minimum wage? Have they helped give us a living wage? Have they helped with the cost of housing? 14 million children go to school hungry every day. What have they done for them? Over 40,000 people pass away from gun violence. What have you done about that? Women's rights. Texas has a 50% increased sepsis rate. Look what happened to Andreana Smith, the Gilead. You're not pro-life, you're forced birth. We live in a social contract. We agree to pay our taxes, follow the laws, follow the Constitution, listen to cops, go to the, follow the speed limits, and so on and so forth. The government has broken their part of the social contract. They're supposed to use our taxes to make our lives better, and they're not. The president is ignoring the Constitution. He is at some point going to try to undo birthright citizenship, which is a constitutional right. He's taken away due process from people. He's talking about doing away with habeas corpus. He's putting us into a trade war, which is going to decimate the U.S. economy. He's going after private citizens with executive orders. And the Congress, which is supposed to be the checks and balances, is nowhere to be found. You have the Republicans, which is Make America White Again, the modern day Confederacy. That party couldn't stomach the black man sitting in the White House with President Obama, so they did what they always do. They got triggered, and they went back to the plantation owner, the most unqualified, uneducated, idiotic white man that's picking their pocket over the most qualified black woman. Because for them, a black woman was just too far. That's DEI. That's CRT. It's racism. That's what it is. Mixed in with misogyny. Hard stop. So stop the crap about tariffs and I wanted more gas, because now gas is going up. Now he's playing AD chess. It is white supremacy. Period. That's it. The Democrats don't have a backbone. For the majority of them. 50 of them voted for Marco Rubio, that traitor that sided with Vladimir Putin. 10 of them voted for the CR. 10 of them voted to censure Al Green. Cory Booker stands up for 26 hours. Yay, Cory Booker. Then what does he do? Votes for Charles Kushner, a man guilty of tax fraud and witness tampering, because, way to go, Cory Booker. Take that money from Charles Kushner. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And then 14 Democrats
voted for the crypto bill. And then 127 of you didn't vote for the impeachment. And then you show up on CNN and MSNBC and your favorite left-wing radio show and you go, we have to fight this. We have to do everything we can. Are you going to vote for impeachment? No, I can't do that. It's not politically advantageous for me. It's not going to work, so I'm not going to do anything. And people in wheelchairs got zip tied to the Capitol because they did more to stop fascism than you did. Both parties suck. So we have a choice, people. If the people that aren't elected to do their jobs aren't going to fix this system, then I'm going to propose that we don't participate in the system anymore. We go on a general strike. If we have 3.5% of this population that stops working, stops paying federal taxes, and protests every day until this government works for us, we can change this country. But we're going to have to be uncomfortable. We're going to get bumps and bruises and broken bones. That's unavoidable. And for the people that say I can't afford it, I've been there. I've had to sell my comic book collection to buy gas. I sold my PlayStation to pay my rent. I didn't even have a bike and I walked to work 3.5 miles each way. I've been there. I have lived it. But the reason that you're there is the reason that we have to do this. Nobody should be living paycheck to paycheck when we have a $4 trillion budget and we call ourselves the greatest country in the world. We're not the greatest country in North America, people. I would say Canada, Mexico, and then us. That's where we are. We're a third world country right now. And for all of you little MAGA that get your panties in a twat, oh, how dare you? This country has never been great for everybody. It was designed by racist founding fathers that own black people, designed to benefit 21-year-old landowning white men in every demographic, women, minorities, black people, immigrants, everybody that doesn't fit into your bigoted worldview of white Christian nationalism has been treated less than. Even now, we're demonizing immigrants. Oh, Paul, that's not it. I want them here legally. You voted for a white man who's a convicted felon, who abuses women, who's told over 30,000 lies, who questioned the birth of our first black president, has dinner with Nick Fuentes, a white nationalist, didn't rent to black people, the Central Park Five, but somehow he's a white man and that's okay. But the brown people that have been here for 30 years that have never committed a crime, somehow they get zip tied if you're pregnant and thrown into a jail. Yeah, you're racist. You are. I voted for that, but you are. You voted for it. You're right. You are. And those people, they're not going to move because it's who they've always been. And I've had enough of it. And I think a lot of us have had enough of that in the two-party system. If you're ready to make a change, sign the general strike petition. We just hit 1,400 people. I understand it's not millions and millions, but every movement needs to start somewhere. So here I am. In my bio is a link, or you can go to directly at 2025strike.com. Sign it, share it. That's the way to do it. On July 9th, I'm interviewing Eric Swalwell to see if he will support the general strike. I'm going to try to do it live on my TikTok channel and or YouTube. If not, it will be posted. We're going to have to save ourselves. Nobody's coming to save us here. The political system itself is broken. I understand people are happy that this guy won a mayor's race in New York. Good for him. Congratulations. The system is broken. Until we reverse Citizens United, we take out AIPAC money, until congressmen have to take away their stocks, until we implement gun reform, until we give people a living wage. It's been $7.25 since 2009. What's the point of doing this over and over again? With politicians asking for money? You know what? I know you're living paycheck to paycheck, but please give me $10. I know you only make $7.25 an hour, or if you're a tipped worker, $2.13. But can you find it hard to give me $10 because I really need it so I can get elected and don't do a damn thing to make your life better? Can you do that, please? No, that time's over. Stop donating, people. You want to do something else? Change your party affiliation to independent. I left both parties. You want to speak? Speak with your money. Speak with your registration party. And then you go on a general strike. And we shut the country down until actual change happens. We're going to have to say this from ourselves. This is a pivotal moment. 2025strike.com. You can call it a revolution. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that. This system is not working for the benefit of the people of this country. It is working for the very rich. And we're also fighting against the MAGA white supremacists. And that needs to stop. It takes one of us at a time. We are each a grain of sand, but if you get enough grains of sand, you can have a beach. You get even more, and you can have an island. Sign the petition. We can change this country together.
So, a lot of things have been happening since President Donald Trump was elected as the president of America. And some have been crying out, some are very, very happy. I really don't know how to put it, but guys, you all have been seeing what has been going on. Farmers have come out to say they are going bankrupt. You have seen Nebraska farmers. We have seen Texas farmers. All of them have been coming out to cry how life has been tough for them. They don't have workers because we know because of the deportations. There have been a lot of deportations that have really, really been happening. And a lot of it affected farmers because we know most of people who do farm works, most of them are bigger percent. I know there are some who do it, but they're in the country legally, So some farmers have not been reporting to work because you are so much afraid. What if I go to work, then I'll be deported back to my country? Maybe you ran from your country because there's no jobs, bad leadership. At least you say, let me seek refugee into this neighboring country or this neighboring continent, then this is what you come to get: deportation. So people really, really feared that they can't go to work just because of it. You don't know what will happen there. The ICE could just come anytime, any day, then they'll take you away. And when they take you away, you're going with nothing, just the way you are. They find you on the streets, that's how you're going to go. They find you on the farm, that's how you will go. So people feel like, no, this is not what we voted for. And a lot of MAGA voters really came out crying. They need help. Some were saying that they are quitting. And it has really, really been messy about it. So we're so happy to see that a lot of them who are coming out to say that no, enough is enough. This is not what we wanted. Is it make America great again, or is it make American white supremacy? We know what that was. So they feel like, even some white people, they feel like, for people who voted for this government, they were like, no, we can't vote in a black person. We can't stand to see a black woman sitting in a White House. I hope you get that. A black woman sitting in a White House. So some of them just voted because of racism. Some of them voted just because of hate. We know what is there. Some will say, I can't vote in a woman. Let me tell you, if it was a white woman who was running for this, definitely maybe she could have won, but because we know maybe the color, really, people are racist out here. You may say, no, this is so wrong, we are not racist. I'm telling you, people are so much racist. And let me tell you, 90% of people who voted Trump, 90%, because we know we have black community people who voted for him, but a bigger percent, 90%, they were racist. Because Trump said, let's make America great again. What does that mean? Because Obama have been there on that seat, and we know he's black. So he said, let's make America great again. And people right now, they are feeling like it was like, let's make America white supremacy again, white again, So it's also sad, and it's good that people have realized this. They are coming out. Even when he was being asked that the Epstein files should be released, you saw how he responded. He said those files are hoax. He said that these people, you saw the names that he called them, and these are just people that supported you. So definitely, why are you there? Why are you there? You just got the seat because you couldn't stand to see other race lead, and that's why there's a lot of these deportations because you can't stand seeing them. You just want to see white people. And this man is also saying that anytime they see a black or either mixed race or black people in the streets, they like, this person can't be doing something good over here, or this person can't be here legally. He must be an illegal migrant. This person must be an immigrant. Whether you went to that country the right way, they'll just see you're an immigrant, you're taking our things away, you are here illegally. So it's also sad to see all this happening just because of the orders of the president ordering ICE to just come deport people forcefully. And let me tell you, when you see the camps that these people are put in, you're going to cry. Just ask yourselves, where are all these people taken to? So it's so bad. For me, sometimes I usually feel bad, just the separation. If someone is a criminal, that's so different. That's a different case. Let them just face whatever they did. But you don't have a criminal case. You can even see the ladies who just came out when they were told to go, at least their papers, so that their papers can be checked. Then willingly you went, then you are being detained. You can see that's so sad. That's so sad. That's not a criminal. That's someone with good history, people who are helping you in your farms. Sometimes it's so bad. It's bad out here. So big up to this gentleman who has just come out to speak the truth, to say the truth, nothing but the truth. And we are so happy for other white Americans who are waking up and trying to fight this racism thing, because it's all about that. We know that it's all about that. Big up to you. Big up to you. We are all seeing the truth, and we hope that things will work and your voice will be heard. Just as he said, we all have to come together and fight for our countries or our nation. So that is it. I hope this video was helpful. Kindly give it a like, share with your friends, tell them about this channel. Let's grow together. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section of what you think about this video, and I'll be so happy. So bye. I'll see you in the next one.